3. And hello, fellows. Herogon here. Now today is Thursday, July 6th of 2023. It is now 3:43 p.m. It's been almost a week or so since my dad's birthday, so yeah, things have been going pretty great. Me, my siblings, and my dad went on a nice little trip out to Miami on the day after his birthday on Saturday, and we ate some pretty good stuff. So yeah, that's about the best rundown I can give for now. And right now it's also two days after the 4th of July. So happy late 4th of July to those who are celebrating. With all that, let's get into the meat of this video. Now this week's tutorial from Sean the Bro involves something that many people, possibly me included, have been interested in. Online and networking. As many people know from the video game trends of today, a majority of games have been online for the most part. That can range from fighting games like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, etc., first-person shooters like Doom, and actually not like Doom, but plenty of other first-person shooters like Splitfall or Overwatch, and even Crash Team Rumble is online play. So yeah, you can imagine how many games go through the online play stuff, the online and networking. And here's a real kicker. Maybe a few years down the line, the online for that game will die. I'm gonna say this right now. Rest in peace to those who never really got a shot at playing something like Transformers War for Cybertron, me included. But we're getting a little off the tracks on a history lesson. So going right now, we just have one thing with the online button. For Sean's own tutorial, he has himself this little online button, but now it has something new added to it. In particular, this. You're able to confirm on the online, and you can choose to either host or join an online play. Whether you want to host or join, that's up to you. Unfortunately, this only does the local stuff so far. It goes to all the local things. There's not much online play and networking implemented just yet. You're going to have to wait on that part. But at least we've got a starting point. Now, there's only the blueprint stuff that was done for today, but it's definitely a lot of things. Now, in the fight screen for my thing, what matters is that you have yourself something for the online button. Everyone's style of organization is different. I can tell you that much. With mine, the fight screen has everything for your fighting needs, whether you want to do a tourney type of thing, local play, learn, or do online. For online, we have two new buttons, host and join. And there's a lot of logic to go into. Now, for one of our newest things is this new clear selection custom event that has consolidated a lot of the logic. Instead of having to create one new clear selection custom event per button, now we can just choose a button to clear and repeat this one singular event. Going into the selection stuff itself, move selection has a bit of work. We've got a new boolean called isSubMenuOpen, and the submenu refers to these two buttons for online. If it's true, then we use, if it's not that, and if it's not if the submenu is not open, if that's true, then we go into the typical branch logic from long ago. If not, we go into a new branch of logic, which instead has a current P1 selection, has the boolean being current P1 selection plus direction is greater than -1, and the current P1 selection plus direction is less than the max selections in submenu. This new max selections and submenu variable is an integer, and we only have 2 buttons right now, so we just have it set at 2. And we go through the same setting of current P1 selection, and for move selection border, we have the new select branch part where if our submenu is not open, then we go to the true branches for buttons used, and if the submenu is open, or in this case false, we use the host and join button and put the borders around there. In clear, and it's the same thing as usual, other than this new select part in the new boolean part, right around here. Now, then we go into clear path selections. Same deal, a new branch for the submenu isSubMenuOpen not boolean part, and if that branch is false, then we go to here and clear selection for either our host button or our join button. And it's all dependent on if current P1 selection does not equal a value. If it doesn't equal 0, then it clears the host button thing. If it's false, then we continue on down the line into the next part of current P1 selection does not equal 1. If that's true, clear selection for join button. If false, then nothing. And that is because the false is empty if you've only got a certain amount of buttons. If you've just got sit around 4 buttons, there's only 1 false that won't be covered. And finally, in the confirm selection part, that of course is a big one. Now, in our number 2 integer part, we set if our submenu is open, and it's the not boolean. Oh, I am sorry if I keep getting a bit mixed up. I don't have a script, really, never do. Now with isSubMenuOpen, the not boolean, if that part is true, then we set our visibility for our host and join button to be visible. They're hidden by default. We play an animation that extends said buttons out. We set our isSubMenuOpen value to be true, then set our current P1 selection to 0, and move selection border selection to 0. And that is pretty much the part for the confirm, but for the submenu, we have to do things a bit differently. If our submenu is open and it's true, we play our animation in reverse of submenu extend, so our isSubMenuOpen to false, and play a sound if we so choose. If it's false, however, we do the usual logic of playing a sound, creating our main menu screen widget, and removing our fight screen from the parent. I'd also like to make an update that things have been fixed for the shop part. Now going into the game itself, for the part of the for the part of online, we go into here and you can see our buttons. Then we go back here, and that is pretty much easy enough. Now going into versus practice itself, actually no, I will be doing something different. Settings, then our general, I'll set the rounds to win to just be 2. Then save those settings. Then fight. Then of course I'll continue playing through here. And as you can see, it takes quite some time to actually get everything. And with regards to all of this stuff right here, I of course don't have too much of the best modeling skills, so I'd like to credit the 3D models of the mutant to Adobe Mixamo, which provides you all sorts of 3D models you can use that are already rigged to skeletons, and they have lots of animations you can choose from. And the best part, all animations will work with each and every character in Mixamo for the most part, so yeah. As for the images themselves of the character icons, those are actually the texture of the mutant itself being used. And so yeah, as you can notice, that I'm using the auto combo to whittle down on my enemy's own life bar. And from what you can notice here, our entire thing slows down to provide that cinematic flair of sorts. Like whenever you punch some character in a fighting game like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, every time the last character is down, it slows down time and plays a very painful sound. And if you notice, our coin count is 20. Going back to the main menu itself, we can go to our store actually and check our current amount of currency for the in-game stuff. You notice we've got 40 right now, which is a little odd, but well, from what I know, this tends to be some form of issue that happened first go around, but I do hope to fix that part. And that will be pretty much it for our fighting game framework improvements for this Funlog Friday / Showcase Saturday video. Credit again goes to Sean the Bro for all of his tutorials. I'm getting pretty excited about what's coming next. I know that online and networking has been something that any sort of person that's been working on his tutorials, following them, they've been waiting for quite a long time. And I do look forward to seeing further improvements, whether it's adding the GGPO rollback netcode or something else otherwise. With all that being said, I've been Herogon, you've been you, and thank you for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you guys again to watch all of my little fun logs and showcases real soon. Goodbye, everyone.